Hi guys, I'm Ilaf and I'm back with another video. Today we'll troubleshoot SharePoint online issues. And today we'll cover external sharing topic. So let's proceed. Uh, Today we'll discuss the issue. We'll also discuss the cause of that issue and how to fix it. So let's have a look at the issue. While sharing any file or folder, you might receive an error stating your organization's policies do not allow you to share with these users. Please contact your IT administrator or IT department for help. So I'll switch back to my test lab so we can have a look at the actual issue. This is my IT site. I'll go to the documents library. I'll select any file or any folder and I'll click on the share button. Over here, I'm going to select specific people because I need to share it with an external or a guest user. So allow editing is fine with me. I'll click on apply once I select the specific people option. I'll search for the external user and I'll click on the person. And here is the error. Now let's discuss about the cause of this issue. This can be caused because of some policies on your SharePoint Admin Center. So you need to check three things. You need to check the organization level sharing settings in the SharePoint Admin Center. There is also site specific sharing settings on each and every sites. You also need to check that. And lastly, you need to check the domain that you are trying to share the content with is not blocked on your organization. So we'll check all these three options. I'll switch back to my administrator account. Fortunately, I'm the admin and I'm getting this error. So I'll just switch back to my first tab and let's have a look at the organization level sharing settings. So in the new experience of SharePoint Admin Center, go to your policy tab and then we'll click on sharing. Over here, I need to make sure that my sharing settings or external sharing settings should not be only people in your organization, because if it is, then external sharing will not be allowed. So I need to make sure that I select anyone, new and existing guest or existing guest. In existing guest, you need to make sure that your guest or your external user accounts are already added in your Azure AD or M365 directory. If they are not, then you can safely select new and existing guests if you do not want anonymous links are lingering around your outside your organization. So this is the safest option, so I'm going to go with this one. And under more external sharing settings, we need to make sure that this option is unchecked, limited external sharing by domain. But if it is checked for you, you can also manage that. You can click on add domains and you can allow the domain, or you can remove the domain from the block list if you have blocked that specific domain. For example, Gmail. If you have blocked Gmail, you need to remove it from the block list, or you need to allow it. That depends on your scenario. So I do not have this set, so that is fine. So once this is done, save it. Now let's check if our changes made any difference. I'll refresh the page and I'll share a different file this time. Let's see. Nope. So we are left with one last settings that we need to check is the site level sharing settings. So to check this site specific sharing setting, I need to go to sites and then active sites. So the site specific sharing settings is different for each site. It is individual for each site. So we have already allowed the entire organization to share externally, so that won't be an issue. We need to set it at the site specific level. So I need to focus on my site in picture, that is the ID site. Over here, I'll select the checkbox to select the site and I'll click on sharing in the ribbon. Over here under external sharing, I have selected only people in your organization. No external sharing is allowed. So I need to change that. So my anyone is grayed out because we made the changes in the organization settings. So it cannot override that. So I have new and existing guest and existing guest only. So I will select new and existing guest. And you can also manage your sharing or domain block or allow the external domains over here as well. It is specific for individual sites. So if you have blocked any domain on a specific site, you can whitelist or blocklist that depending on your scenario. So right now I have not selected it, so that's fine. So I will just select this option. I will click on save, updating the site, and it is updated. I'll close this tab over here. I'll reopen the site just to be sure. All right, let's go to documents and let's try to share any folder or any file. This time I'll select this one and let's see if I'm able to share it. Apply. Click on send. So if you notice, this time we are not getting any error message, and we get a note over here stating this person is outside of your organization. I guess that's fine. So we'll click on send and it will successfully send. So that is all for today. We have checked the tenant level sharing settings. We have also checked how site level sharing settings are different from the tenant level. Basically, the options are pretty much the same, but we can also control it at site level. And we have also checked if the domain is blocked or not. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you like our videos, you can subscribe to our channel.